Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how to manifest your desire by dropping the importance of having it. I am your host, Tom Karen, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. In yesterday's lesson, we talked about the idea of faith and how Neville Goddard defines faith. And he defined it as walking in the assumption of your wish fulfilled, taking those invisible steps of walking in that realm, that invisible realm of your wish already being fulfilled. Persisting in that feeling that it's done and that it's already yours. And I talked about the idea that reality will yield to you. When you believe it, reality will believe it. When you persist in that assumption, reality will yield to you. And so one of our subscribers wrote, Tom, I don't like the idea that I have to fight against reality or struggle against reality or for it to conform to my desire. And that really, guys, struggle is the opposite of what we were talking about yesterday. We weren't talking about struggling or fighting against reality. Hear this. The struggle that you're talking about, the battle with reality, is what's keeping it away. It's the importance that you're placing on it and battling with reality to wrestle it into manifestation that's keeping it away. Persistence is not struggle. Persistence is not fighting with reality. Persistence is what's happening within you, inside you, persisting in the feeling that it's already done. Right? That's what we're talking about. And here's a quote from Neville that I didn't cover yesterday that I think is really good to really hit this home for those of you that still have a question on this. Neville says, persistent assumption of the wish fulfilled is the means of fulfilling the intention. Hear this, and he's using the word intention here. I love this because this ties in with today's lesson. Persistent assumption of the wish fulfilled is the means of fulfilling the intention. He's saying it is the means. Walking in that feeling, a wish fulfilled, is the means. The means of what? That invisible realm, that height, that dimensionally larger you to bring you forth, to move you to your wish fulfilled, to move it into manifestation in 3D. This is big. Then he says, as we control our inner talking, or in other words, our story. Remember I talked about that after you wake up from your imaginal act and you go about your day, you've got to walk in that feeling of wish fulfilled by telling the story as you want it to be. Neville calls this your inner talking. I call it the story, right? And as we control our inner talking, matching it to our fulfilled desires, we can lay aside all other processes. Hear this. This is a big statement by Neville. So he's saying once you control your inner talking and matching your story to your fulfilled desires, you can lay aside all other processes. Wow, that's big. That's what we're talking about. And then it must manifest. Reality must yield to your desires, right? So how do we do it? What's holding it back? What's going on? What's between us and our desires? It's importance, right? So you want to have awareness of that higher you, of that dimensionally larger you, plus the intention or the desire of what you want. Awareness plus intention is desire minus the importance. It's your desires less the importance of having it, of having to have it. That's what we're talking about. That's what faith is. Faith is it's done. That's what we're talking about here, guys. So it's the paradox, right? It's the paradox that I always talk about. In order to get what you want, you've got to let go of wanting it. Hear this. This is the paradox. In order to get what you want, in order to manifest what you want, you've got to let go of the wanting, the desiring, the longing. It's an intention to choose it. You choose it to have it. You don't desire and want to have it. You choose to have it, and it's yours. It's already yours as you walk in that wish fulfilled. It's desire less the importance of having to have it. It's desire less the wanting. Okay, so that brings us into today's lesson, guys. This is big. How to manifest it by dropping the importance. It's only the importance. Remember, on an energetic level, this comes from the book Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland. On an energetic level, everything is of equal importance. It's all made of the same stuff. This gets into the idea that there's no desires that are too big or too small or too important or less important. All those are judgments. Everything is the same. Like Abraham Hicks says, whether it's a button or a castle, it's the same. Why? It's the energetic level, the nature of it, in the spiritual realm is all the same. It's of equal importance. So where does the importance come from? It comes from you. You place importance on something. The stakes are high. I must have it. And so what do you create? You create more higher stakes of having to have it and wanting to have it and not getting your desire. Right? Let go of the wanting to get what you want. This is the idea, right? This judgment, it's judging reality, judging everything as good or bad, right and wrong, wanted or unwanted, right? Simple, complex, all of that creates importance, right? And where does importance come from? It's all external, right? So there's this idea of inner importance. I'm not good enough. I need to prove myself. But yet that's still coming from the outside, meaning you got to prove yourself to others. The idea of you are good enough. You just got to stop looking for validation of it. That's the only reason why you don't feel worthy, is keep looking for the outside world to show you that you are worthy. Hear this. This is big. And then outer importance are when external events come up and obstacles come up, we place importance on those. We judge them as good or bad or right or wrong. We judge ourselves as good or bad or right or wrong. All of that is importance. All that creates strong wanting. All that creates strong desiring. All that creates struggle, battle, fighting, right? None of this is needed. None of this is true. You don't have to overcome obstacles, right? We overcome obstacles so we can say that we overcame an obstacle, that I battled with it, right? None of that's true. Why? Vadim Zeland talks about this idea of the insecurity labyrinth. The insecurity labyrinth is where importance is created, right? It's in a labyrinth, right? You're trying to find your way out. Right? But so what does he suggest? Stop looking for the exit. When you stop looking for the exit, when you stop trying to prove yourself, when you stop putting a lot of importance on your desires, when you stop keeping the stakes high, those walls will crumble. What are those walls made of? Importance. Once you let go, once you give up trying to prove yourself, once you give up trying to prove that you're worthy, once you give up trying to acquire confidence and stand in who you are and stand in that wish fulfilled as if it's already done, it's your inheritance, then the walls of importance crumble and then you see the exit because there is no labyrinth. This is big today. That's what we're talking about. That's how to manifest it by dropping the importance of having it. Importance is created by you. It's artificial. It's inflated, right? Drop the wanting, drop the desiring, drop the importance, and just choose what you want. And then stand and walk in that wish fulfilled. Stand in as if you already have it because you already do. That is how to manifest it by dropping the importance of having it. I am your host, Tom Karen, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, like and share our videos. That's how we get our message out. Hit us up on Facebook at Be Something Wonderful, on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Karen, our website at tomkaren.com or BeSomethingWonderful.com, or write me anytime at info@BeSomethingWonderful.com. Also, guys, the Be Something Wonderful community on the YouTube channel is now open since we hit 1,000 subscribers. Feel free to post and write, share your stories. I love it. I'm glad you're all here, and I'm excited for what comes next. Yeah? This is Tom with Be Something Wonderful with great love. Until next time, see you soon.